Hi, this is Tim Fieser with Freaky50Fitness.com and today what I'd like to do is talk about the push-up, one of the most fundamental exercises known to man. And it's a great bodybuilder from your chest, your shoulders, your triceps, and your core. Now you can do bench pressing to build up your chest and shoulders, but you're laying on a flat bench for support. And so you're getting a great workout. You can use a lot more weights and really build up a lot of muscle mass. But the push-up, for a lot of us regular people that aren't interested in becoming bodybuilders, it's a great way to build and maintain a great looking body through your chest and shoulders. I love doing push-ups. It's one of the most fundamental things I do. So what I'd like to do is take you through the variations of the push-up that I do throughout my various workouts. The basic push-up, the military push-up, is the one I do most often. And let me go through the steps to do a perfect form military push-up. So first of all, you get down on your hands. You want your hands spaced about shoulder width apart. Now you want to be careful so that you're not in a position where your hands are out in front of you and you're doing a push-up. That's going to be very difficult on your shoulders. You want to make sure that you lean forward over your hands so that your arms are in a straight line perpendicular to your upper torso. So we're going to get up on our feet. We're going to straighten out our body, engage our abs and our core. Lean forward, so as I mentioned, our arms and our upper body are perpendicular to the floor. And then we're going to keep our head up, touch our chin to the floor, and raise up. Down, up, down, up. Do as many reps as you can. Crank out 3 sets when you're starting out on a base workout program. Now for the ladies out there, push-ups are very difficult. Men and women are just different in the levels of testosterone in their bodies and their muscularity. So how many females will do push-ups will be on their knees. And so it's the same form. It says extending your legs behind you. You want to place your hands about shoulder width apart. Keep your torso straight on your knees. If it helps to lift your feet off the ground, do so. And then it's the same motion. Keep your head up, put your chin to the floor, and raise up. Now, I know several women that can actually do full push-ups with their feet behind them. But most likely, they started out building a base level of strength and worked up to a full military-style push-up. Now, as I mentioned, there are several variations of push-ups that I like to do to add different levels of difficulty to my workout. There's something called a rotational push-up that's great for balance and building your core. You can't do as many reps because it actually takes a while to bang out repetitions because you're adding a twist or a rotation to the push-up. Let me explain. So get in your push-up position, and when you go down and come back up, you're going to raise one side off the floor, hold, come back down, and then reverse position to the other side. You're going to go a little bit slower to keep your balance, but you're really building the torque in your core in that movement. Some people will like to do that rotational push-up using dumbbells. When you add dumbbells to your push-ups, you have to actually elevate your hands off the floor an inch or two depending on the type of dumbbell you use. It allows you to drop further to the floor so you actually engage a little bit more chest development in that type of push-up. It's a little bit more difficult. You won't be able to do as many reps. So you space your dumbbells, a good 14 inches apart or so, getting your hands shoulder width apart again. And in your push-ups, you get that extra inch or two. It really adds to the difficulty. And then you can still do the same rotational movement, which is a little bit more difficult. You want to use dumbbells that are light enough so you can still go controlled movements. So those are rotational push-ups. Another great variation to add a little bit more resistance to your push-ups is you can put a weight on your back. But typically, you'll need a partner to help you with that. If you work alone, that's tough. Also, the weight I found tends to slide off your back, and your shoulders tend to move and flex as you're doing the push-up. And so I haven't really liked the weight I'd hit as much. So the way I've added resistance is I purchased myself these resistance bands. And the way you can do it You're going to do the same military style push-up. You're going to put the resistance band behind you, twist your hands so that the band lays flat along your upper back and shoulders, and now you've got some great resistance to your push-ups. So you stretch the band out, get in your push-up position, get your good body straight form. I like to try to keep the bands just outside my arms, and then go down and push up. It's a great way to build up the number of repetitions you can do with regular push-ups by adding some resistance. Back to adding some extra degree of difficulty to push-ups in your core is to actually do a couple of variations. One, where you lift a leg off the floor, engaging your core to keep your body straight, your torso straight, as you do the push-ups. You can do this alternating legs. There's also something called the spider push-up, where we're going to lift one leg off the ground and actually draw it up towards our arms as we're going down in the push-up position. Let me demonstrate. So first, we'll lift each leg off the ground as we do a push-up, adding a level of difficulty to our core. The spider push-up is something where we're going to lift the leg off the ground, but we're going to bend it and draw our knee up towards our elbow. It looks something like this. Again, these are a great way to add variety to your push-up workout. What's become my favorite push-up to do as of late, as I've advanced with my fitness, is elevated push-ups. That's where you elevate your feet behind you. It's a great way to actually engage your upper chest while doing the push-up exercise. And I love to do those on a Swiss ball. And let's go through how those work. What you do, it's great for your core because you got to keep your body in balance and keep controlled motions as you do these push-ups. So you're kind of tightening your abs and tightening your obliques to keep your body from swiveling back and forth as you're doing these push-ups. So once you get yourself stabilized, you go ahead and start banging out your push-ups as you normally would. Try to keep your head up, your chin to the floor, and your torso straight. You can also add, as you get more advanced, the difficulties that we just went through on the floor push-ups. Like we can extend the leg. We can also do something known as a tuck, where we can also do a push-up and then do the draw our legs up towards our abs to get an ab repetition in as well. Let's take a look at that. Actually, when I do those, I'm going to roll back on the ball slightly so the backs of my feet are behind the ball. This will allow me to roll the ball up with my feet after I complete a push-up rep, then performing an ab repetition. Let's take a look. So there are push-ups on a Swiss ball. Adds a great level of difficulty, gives you a little bit more of an upper chest development, and really can build up your cardio as well. So again, add push-ups to your workout. Great way to build up a base foundation, and then add difficulties as you go along to add great intensity to your workouts as you've advanced. Thanks for watching. This is Tim Fieser with Freaky50Fitness.com, and remember, take action to get healthy, to stay wealthy.